Sometimes spring takes its time getting to the upper Midwest, and if you need a spring fix, here's the solution. An instant spring fix in a pot. This is a real simple recipe, something that you can do. To bring this pot to life, you need a container. Here I used a basket, a black trash bag, and a variety of spring plants. Here I have some lovely violas, and this is a perennial, which means I can plant this in the garden when I'm done. Speedwell, which I like, the nice violet colored flowers that really mimic the violas, and of course these wonderful petite little buttercups, which will look just fabulous in this container. And on top of everything else, probably the most important ingredient is some new potting soil. I like to use new potting soil every time I'm planting up a container. So let's get our hands dirty. What we're going to do is line the basket with this plastic trash bag. Now I leave the excess, I'll cut this back when I'm done. But the next thing, we're going to fill this up with some potting soil. Okay, and I'm going to trim away the bag so that we can't see it in the end. Okay. Perfect. Good. Now we're ready for the plant, so gently remove them from the container. Take a look at the root system. If it's root bound like this here, it's okay to go ahead and just tear that apart a little bit. We want the roots to be able to spread their feet once they get into the pot, and then just find a place for it. Very sweet for a punch of color. Now for a crowning touch, I was able to find some moss in my yard, which I will add to all the empty holes in and around the basket, and to really give it that woodland feel. To keep this pot looking fabulous, remember you do have to water it, and it's a good idea to feed it with a water-soluble fertilizer. I like to use it once a week at 50% strength, so dilute it down.